Hello, everybody. It is Jeff again, and I am back. And it has been a very long break since I've been on here, and there's been a few reasons for that. One, yet again, the server IP changed, and I didn't realize it at the time, and kept just thinking that I was having bad connection issues, and didn't even bother to try to find out the fact that there's a whole new address that I needed to go check my mail for, and make sure I was able to log on. Besides that, I've actually been out of town for. I wasn't really out of town for a week, but I wasn't. I was out of town for like 4 days, but it kind of took a week of my life to prepare for all of that stuff. So I was gone for a little while. I think I need some more wood while I'm talking to you guys. So I was gone for a little while, and that took a lot of my ability to do anything, like anything computer related. I actually let my mail, my email, like was I think I had 400 or 500 messages to like go through by the time I got a chance to, because I check it on my phone every so often and would find important things, but then I still had to clear out all the spam and things like that I get. So I had like 400 or 500 messages sitting there. That just takes a while to clear all those out, but I mean whatever, it's not a big deal. And yet again, making excuses, blah blah blah. But um, so yeah, let's get back to this. And the thing is, what the whole thing I'm trying to been doing on the server for a while now, and I'm connecting my nether portals, and I have done so to the main area, I should say. I'm not connecting them. I mean, I am connecting them together, but I'm trying to get them connected from the main hub to my little area in the nether, which I have made a path now that gets me there. I need to do a couple things to make my path a proper design path, and that is to get a bunch of wool. And I've had some great suggestions from people on how to get wool. Somebody suggested I use a one of the guys on here's spider spawner, because there's just so much leftover string from that I could just make wool, and that actually is probably a pretty good idea. I'm also going to try to get a sheep farm going though, in order so that I can, kind of do this, a lot of it on my own too. Not that using other people's stuff is a problem. Like, I have no real issues with that, but I want to get a sheep farm going at some point. I do want to expand this village a lot more because I like this desert village. Whoa. But I don't know if there's sheep around this one. I think I might have to go back to my other one to start a sheep farm. And the only problem with that is I don't have it nearly as secure as this village. So, either way, I just grabbed a bunch of... Oh, I don't want to take my mouse is being a little bit sticky today, so it keeps spinning around on me randomly for no reason. But I can deal with that as long as I'm not sitting in a fight with somebody somewhere and it all happens. Now I do notice, I probably shouldn't say this because it's going to really screw things up when I go somewhere, but I'm not lagging too much, which is great. It's absolutely great. You know what? I don't need half this wood. I don't need those. You know what? No, I think I do need all that wood. Okay. Well, hi, buddy. Yes. Okay. He's a little scary. So, let's get back to... See if I need anything before I go. I wasn't prepared when I started to... Just take some of those in case I need to make some more tools. Got some diamonds back here. A bucket. A second bucket won't hurt. And I don't think I need pistons for anything when I'm doing this, but I'll take some slime balls just in case. I might cobble. Nope, not that one. This one. Now, I'll show you guys the path that I have dug so far. It's got to be expanded. I did this before the server address change. This one's actually nice because this is where I collected all of the netherrack in order to build the sky bridge that I took the testificates over to the other village to get it repopulated. So this section is actually quite nicely expanded. It's nice because netherrack is pretty easy to break. It's nice and quick and doesn't cause much time. Doesn't take much time to do. How did I do this? I know this one still goes straight. I had done some work on this. This one's not quite as wide, but I can still widen this out. But this just connects my two villages together. So if I go up here, I don't remember why I had this dug. Oh, this actually is the pad. That's if I keep going down, I'm going to get to the other nether. Put some torches in here. Just not that I need them in the nether, but you guys can't see crap as I'm running down this. I hate little one wide tunnels because if you hit the wall, you stop sprinting. Ugh. So this goes all the way back to the main hub. Obviously, it's going to get some rails in here. Then I'm going to start, expanding it and designing it and things like that. But I gotten really sick of digging, and then I got busy, with work. And when I tried to get back on before I went out of town for a while, I realized I didn't have the IP address of the server anymore, and therefore I didn't get to do much else with it. Which, it's probably okay. I wouldn't have had much time to work on it anyway. I had to take all these little jaunts up and down. There used to be a decent amount of glowstone in here. I saw it when I was going. I figured I could come back to it later. I should have listened. People talk about the people on this server who really like to hoard the glowstone. I'll find some. I'm not concerned. But yeah, it's quite a long ways down here. And it goes up and down because it goes over some people's tracks and under some people's tracks. And there were some holes that I had to watch out for. There's lava. And then I go this way. It's going to take some cosmetic fixing to make this a proper path. Because look, I have to go way up and then way down. Because I think there's somebody's track like right under me. I couldn't like intersect in the middle of it. That would be problematic for both of us. Oops, I'm almost. I need some food. I know this is just a video of me showing you guys that I'm going straight. But anyways, I can tell you, I was out of town because I was in northern part of Lower Michigan for a wedding. Which, from where I'm at in DC, that is a long ways away. It takes me, when I go back to where I'm from in Flint, it takes me about 10 hours to drive. This was still 4 hours away from Flint. Ah, look. See, my relocated portal. Okay, so I am here. I didn't actually need to come all the way back to the main house. I needed to go to... Damn. I needed to go somewhere and get some sheep, which I was going to do at my other village. So I showed you guys the path, the tunnel. I'm not going to show you guys me running back. I will get back to you guys and finish the story when I get to the other village. Okay, guys, I am back at the other village. This village, like I said, is not nearly as safe as my first village was. So I have cows, pigs, and chickens. So I got, if you guys don't remember, I have my little cat house here. I have my dog house over here. And I have my chicken coop, which is awesome. I actually really like the way this chicken coop turned out. I think I'm losing some of my chickens, though. I got some chickens in the back, chickens here laying eggs. And I think I should have a path down this way that gets me to where I can go collect the eggs. Or a chicken that has fallen through. Obviously not doing too much right now. It's nothing special. But I figured in going with the... Oops. Oh no, that's not going to work. Ugh. There we go. I don't remember why I had to do this, if I thought the chickens were falling through or what the deal was. Screw you, spider eye. I don't need you. but I had to block that off for some reason. It's kind of weird that it's turning night already. I just got disconnected. I came out of the nether portal and it had just turned day and the skeletons and stuff were burning and it disconnected me, and when I re-logged on it's now nighttime again, which kind of sucks because I've got to be doing some building. This is a testing area. I'm trying to look for a good spot. Oh, stop it, spider. Maybe I should go sleep here because if I'm going to be working at night, I very well could die. I need to build a house for my sheep. Should light some of this area up while I'm doing this. Yeah, I'd gone through and started to make this. Hey, little guys, keeping safe. Good. And since people are actually online, I don't think I can sleep. I think they're online. Yeah, so I can't sleep. So that's okay. It is nighttime, and I have been able to. I've been able to set my spawn at least. So I figured over here, by where all the rest of this stuff is where I should build my little sheep house. It's not going to be anything crazy and fancy. I actually only need 2 colors of sheep, too. I only need black sheep and yellow sheep, and probably more black than yellow. So I just need basically a big area where I can put the sheep into and start breeding them just to get the black and the yellow wool. So now I gotta see, where do I actually want to do that at? I could go expand this hill a little bit. Well, hi, buddy. I mean, this area was something I was trying to make in order to. There's a creeper way over there. Okay, he's not actually a problem. To expand this village, but since Jason, I don't think I've ever got to say hi to you. Oh, there, MC Gamer. I do not believe we have actually met. Pleased to meet you. Oh, you take my wheat. Oh, I'm not healing. Maybe I should make some bread real quick. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Get away. God, this village is so dangerous. I have had creepers blow up this stuff quite a bit on me. I don't need the slime balls. I don't need that right now. Also got 17 wheat. Let me clear out some of this. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is, Jesus Christ, I might just hollow out the inside of this and use this as my, you know what, that's probably the best method. Let me get a shovel. I know this episode is obviously not planned too well, but that's okay. I'm just glad to be back for a little bit. I have the day off. I have to work again tomorrow, so. Ah. Oh, I made that bread and never ate. So there we go. This isn't going to be too special of a sheep farm, but if I expand this out, maybe dig into this wall a little bit here. So as I was saying, I was in northern tip of the lower peninsula of Michigan for a wedding, and luckily I had a friend in Michigan who was from the west side of the state, and I'm more on the eastern side, not exactly. Now it's become full 24. Interesting. Not exactly from the eastern side, but more centrally the eastern side is where Flint is. So it was a couple hours from there. But buddy of mine, it was a girl I actually went to elementary school with. which we ended up randomly seeing each other at a bar one day with some girls I went to high school with that she maintained contact with, and so I sat with them and talked to them. And then when I moved and was working for Ford, she happened to be living in the same town that I didn't know, and she noticed on Facebook when I moved out there and said, "Hey, we're living in the same area now. Um, we should get together." And she doesn't know many people out in that area, so we became really good friends after that, which was great. Then I moved to, so it was reconnection of an elementary school friendship, which was kind of cool. I always like it when things like that happen. Like Facebook is great. A lot of people diss Facebook and things like that and say, oh, people dedicate their lives to Facebook or waste too much time. I think it's a great way to keep in contact with people that otherwise I would never have run into this girl again. And we obviously maintained a really good friendship because, she invited me to her wedding, and as well as I introduced her to this other friend of mine who was going to be going. And since I moved, I actually have not spoken to her too much. And we keep in contact every so often, but I haven't seen her physically maybe once in a 2 year span just because of logistics of where we live and things like that. And a lot of people were actually surprised. They're like, if you don't really know this girl much anymore, how come, how'd you get invited to her wedding? And that's the thing with like good friends is when you move and life happens to people, just because you don't talk to somebody on a completely regular basis anymore doesn't really stop your friendship. Just what is wrong with you? Or so just because we didn't actually, physically speak to each other and stuff all the time didn't change our friendship. And that's actually difficult for a lot of people to understand, which I find kind of funny. And especially and I'm the type of person who, if you're getting married, I'm going to do everything in my power to be there for your wedding. I not only do I love weddings, but I'm there to, support my friends and things like that. It doesn't matter if I haven't talked to you in a while. And at this wedding, I had never met the groom before, and so I met him at the wedding, and he was a really cool guy. I'm really happy for her with this guy. He was a really nice guy. They really fit together well, so I'm very excited for them. And he actually had some friends there that I met that had gone to college with him. And he's older. I think he's like 37. She's like 31, I believe now. So there's a slight age difference, but they fit together very well, so I'm very happy for that. But he went to college with some people that were there that ran into and started talking to, and I can make friends at weddings and things like that. You find the right people that are your personality, and you start to hang out with them. But it turns out the same thing. They were asking like how I knew the bride. So I was telling them about elementary school and then reconnecting later, and they made the same comment. They said, we haven't seen Tim in probably 2 years now because they get away from my don't fuck with my door. Oh, do I come to your house and fuck with your door? I don't think so. So they said the same thing, that they had gone to college with them. They live in Alabama. He lives in Michigan now, and they said we still keep in contact every so often. We don't see each other all the time, but hell yeah, we're still friends. Invited us to the wedding. We're all gonna we're gonna come out to support him. So it was great. They had the same thought process that I do on all that stuff. I do need a lot of sheep, so I'm going to continue to expand this thing. It's probably a good level right there. Enderman did not like the rain. But this wedding was very, very small. There was only 40, maybe 45 people there. And it was in the northern tip of Lower Michigan, and I didn't understand why it was actually up there. I didn't know if maybe he had family that I didn't know about that were up in that general area. I need the netherrack. Or what the deal was, but I actually found out that it was because everybody who came to the wedding was pretty much coming from out of state. So their philosophy was, if everybody's got to travel anyway, why not travel farther? And we'll travel to somewhere up for a what they call a destination wedding. And the area that it was in was just a beautiful area, overlooking Traverse Bay, and which looks out to the Great Lakes. And it's a beautiful woodlands up there and lots of wildlife. And It was really great. It was really a good time, and I was lucky enough to have a friend of mine who went to the wedding with me here from DC. So I didn't have to make the drive all on my own, which was fantastic. And this girl is one of these people who she can kind of fit into any crowd that you put her in. So she was fantastic at this wedding. There was so few people there, and so few people like our age. It was mainly family, and it was pretty much us, these two people that we met from that went to college with the groom, and maybe the bride's like sister, and yeah, that was probably it. That were around our age, so people that actually like party with at a wedding. Besides like the older family members who don't dance as much and just kind of like sit there and enjoy the fact that they're back with the family and things like that again. But it was a really good time at this wedding, even though it was small, and just meeting new people and dancing and having a good old time was great. And on the way there, I actually stopped in Flint, where my family's from, to split up the drive. I was supposed to meet my one buddy from Michigan out in Flint. It's raining. Can sheep go through doors? I guess we'll find out. And we were supposed to meet him over at my parents' house. He was going to meet us on that side of the state. We were going to stay a night in Flint, then drive up the rest of the way to the wedding the next morning. And unfortunately, due to a last minute medical emergency, I can't say emergency, it wasn't an emergency, a medical concern that he had, he was unable to go to the wedding. So I was really glad that my friend came out with me from DC, because otherwise I would have known absolutely nobody at this wedding, and I would have been way out of my element, just not knowing anybody and being, way up north in Michigan. And but it turned out to be really a good time, really a lot of fun. Is that a sheep? There's a sheep. There's a sheep. And then we decided to, since we were so far away, we decided to extend our vacation a little bit more, which worked out great because I didn't work on Monday, and this girl that came, she has the option of teleworking a lot, so she can work online. Look at all these sheep. Good God. Go round up as many of these guys as I can. So she decided that she was going to just telework on Monday from the car, which is what she did, because she, hooked her. Oh my God. Ooh. Because she just hooked up her cell phone internet to her computer and actually worked from the car on the way home, which is good. I mean, it took over 12 hours for us to drive home from where we were at, but we stopped at, my parents have a lake house out on the very west side of the state. So we went over there for a day and spent Sunday just on a lake in a boat and just enjoying ourselves. And it just turned out to be a fantastic weekend, and just with a lot of driving involved. If I ever do something like that again, I'm definitely going to be flying. I didn't plan it properly in order to be able to drive or to be able to fly. And it turns out it's good that I didn't, because my friend wouldn't have been able to come out if I had already bought plane tickets, because that's you can't get last minute plane tickets for any decent price. So it turned out really well, but that's what I was doing for this last weekend, and why I was out of town for a series of days, which I couldn't have asked for a better weekend though. So not only do I love weddings, I love going and supporting friends, especially friends I haven't seen in a long time, and I really enjoy things like that. Come on, little fellas. Got a random chicken with me too. Come on, sheepies. Good, I got another one in the mix. I gotta go slow. If I go too fast, these sheep get away from you. I want this other sheep too. He's so close. Come on, fella. There we go. Oh my God, you guys are gonna push me in a hole. And a pig. I'll just slaughter the ones I don't need. Oh no. Ugh. Come on, guys. I need some whoa! What the fuck? Get that out of my inventory. I don't want these guys falling down with me. Um, that was not what I anticipated. Let me get out of here. What the hell? If I place a block here, is this going to update the water? It very well might. Okay, that one did not. Okay, so now... Shoot, now I got these sheep all mixed up. I can go get these ones over here at least. And come back for more, maybe. I'll get this guy, too, since he's on this side of the... There's not another hole like that I'm going to fall in, is there? I'll come out and get the rest of them in a minute. But other than that, what's been going on lately? As you guys know, if you guys remember, or if you're new subscribers, you do not. I'm a nurse, and I've been working in the emergency department for the past couple of years. And I recently moved over to an ICU, and ICU is a completely... How did all my wolves get out? What are you guys doing? But the ICU is a completely different ball game than the emergency department was, and I will admit, not only do I not like it that much, it's just a different... Am I going the right way here? There's my tower. I think I need to go this way. I don't want to lose all these guys now, though. Oh, come on, sheep. Ugh. God, falling down that hole really threw me off. This is a great episode, huh, guys? Some sheep herding. Some everything herding when it's supposed to just be sheep herding. There is where I need to go. I don't want to fall too fast because then these guys won't follow me. Did I lose a sheep? Oh no, I didn't lose a sheep. Nah, of the 4 that I recollected, I didn't lose. But since they swim so slowly... Come on. We're almost there. We're almost there, guys. So I definitely came into this village at a different angle than I planned, so I got myself turned around somewhere. And I did lose one of the sheep. There he is. Wait. Let's go this way. Yeah, I went way too far to the side. Come on, little sheep. Okay, you know what? Oh, no. Oh, crap. Crap. I switched off of my wheat for a minute because I was gonna make the dog sit down, but I realized that's probably not a good idea. But as I was saying, I'm in the ICU now, and not only do I not like it, it's shit. Not only do I not like it because it's a completely different pace and things like that than the emergency department was. We do deal with a lot of sick people, but it's a different way of dealing with them than you do in the emergency department. Oh, damn it. Why are these guys so hard? Okay, so those sheep are... Well, there's 3 of them. Just lost one. I can go get one in a minute. I don't want them to fall down this hole and die. Now time to find out if they will go indoors or not. The dogs will. The chickens will. Okay, so they might not go indoors, so I might have to. Can they get in like that, or do I have to take out that glass too? Okay, I'll take out that glass. So there's 2 of them. Oh my god, zombie. Good. You son of a... Who just hit me? Who just hit me? I don't even know what door this guy is attacking right now. Come on, sheep. Come on, dogs. Okay, maybe if I can go all the way to this corner. Get these... Can I make you sit? Okay, make the dogs sit. Make you sit. Oh my god, this is so annoying. So I had my midterm evaluation about 3 weeks ago now. And my day shift preceptor loves me. Gave me like the greatest evaluation. I'd been on night shift for 2 weeks at the time, so they asked my night shift preceptor for some feedback also. This guy just cannot get in this door, apparently. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to breed you, but I guess if we're already breeding, then why the hell not? I actually wanted to color you first, but that's not that big of a deal. There. Dog. Come back here. Sit. Stay. Oh my, why is my little sheep outside? Oh, I got a bow from... Oh, I didn't I didn't realize I can expand it this way too. So I can make this thing a little bit bigger. And there's you. And you know, I guess this doesn't matter too much because the sheep don't seem to be able to escape from this door anyway. Let's see if what don't I need? I don't need that. Nope, not enchanted. Well, the pig can... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. I guess they can get in now. I guess the door is really what screws them up. So let me get out here. Actually, I want that door, though. I have too much shit in my inventory. I'm gonna drop some of this stuff off. Yeah, since I'm actually not building like I thought I was gonna have to build, I don't need... Give me the door. Get some random wolves, and I'm gonna go get this one sheep over here. He should still be like right around this area. Sorry guys, just checking the recording, make sure it was still going. Okay, that sheep might be gone. Okay, so maybe I'll go get some more sheep later. But in the meantime, what I want to do is get the color. Which I need squid and I need yellow flowers. Hopefully there's a squid just chilling right over here. Did I lose a sword? So I can just find a squid sitting right in here and get some ink sacs from him. I don't like the fact that it's so dark. But I had my midterm eval, and my night shift preceptor did not like me at all. Like, and it was funny because I didn't know she didn't like me. Like, I don't know exactly what the deal was with it, but I got a very bad evaluation from her. Some of it was legitimate, I will completely admit. The ICU is a completely different element than I'm used to in the emergency department, and the the medications that we use, the drips we use, they're things that you don't use in the emergency department. So I didn't know much about them. I was not very up on how these the pharmacological actions of all these, and there's a lot of them. I mean, you got, you know, vasopressin, milrinone, epi, norepi, dopamine, dobutamine, nitroglycerin, nitroprusside, like things that I've heard of for the most part before. I'd never actually heard of milrinone prior to going up there, but I heard of all the other ones before. We use them occasionally. We'll use norepi in the emergency department, so I understand that one. But like milrinone, I had a real hard time understanding the exactly like the pharmacological actions of milrinone. And we sat down one night and she was like, "Oh, I'm going to teach you all these things, and we're going to go through all these drips, and you're going to, understand how they all work." I'm like, "That's great, let's do it." So we sat down and went through a book. We went through a book of like 15 different vasoactive drips all within an hour time frame, which was great. It was great to go through all that stuff. However, an hour later, when I was unable to completely explain specifically one of them compared to the other ones, it was too much information all at once for me at the time. I knew the basic concepts of it, but I didn't know a lot of the specifics that she wanted me to know. And so she felt that's not, you're in the ICU now, you need to know this stuff. Well, that's why I'm on orientation, because the sheep are what lived. Interesting. That's why I'm on orientation now. I'm learning this stuff. This is stuff I didn't deal with before. Jesus. Oh my God. Where it Whew. So basically, I got this evaluation that said that she was concerned about my medication knowledge, or the medications that we're using in the ICU. Okay, I get that. That's completely understandable. But it wasn't said in a way where she was concerned. It was that she was concerned, but in a very, very, very negative way. And my boss even told me, she's like, she has some very major concerns about this stuff, and started going on about that. And of course, you start feeling like really down right away. Of, oh crap, like I'm not doing so. Oh Jesus. Well, 3 of you guys, I guess, are still okay. It's like, okay, like I get it. Then she gets into some more, which were some of the most off the wall comments that I don't even know where they came from. Like, failure to respond quickly to somebody who tries to self extubate. And for those of you guys who don't know, when somebody's intubated, it means we're breathing for them. There's a machine that's in their throat that goes down into their lungs and is what is breathing for them. I have no idea what she's talking about. No. Nobody tried to self-extubate. I don't know where that came from. And then there was some other things on there that just I didn't even know where they came from. And I'm like, I don't know what she's talking about with this stuff. But basically, long story short, my boss ended up telling me, she's like, okay, this is nothing you can't come back from. You're going to have to spend a lot of time studying, a lot of time coming up to this. We're going to add 2 more weeks to your orientation schedule, and kind of see how things go. But I mean, it was bad. It was wow, I'm having some major problems in here. I might not make it. There's been a couple people that started with me from the emergency department that had already been cut from the ICU. I'm saying it wasn't a good fit. They weren't picking the things up fast enough, so I was concerned. I've been very concerned for the past. That was 3 weeks ago. I was very concerned. So I go on this vacation. I get back. I worked on Tuesday. On Tuesday, I asked my schedule only goes till the end of this coming week now. So I asked him. I said, do I have the rest of the schedule at this point yet? And she says, "Oh no, we'll have to sit down and talk about that later today and get you the rest of your schedule." So I'm like, okay, they probably are going to extend me again, or they're going to do something in order to. Where'd all my sheep go? Why are you guys in the walls? Get out of the walls, please. Can't even put you in a box. Like, you guys go crazy. Maybe I just need fences or something in here. I don't really know. Um, so I do have a black sheep now, though. If I breed a black sheep with a white sheep, will he be black or white? So I want you and you. Okay, you and you. Little black sheep, little black sheep, little black sheep. Not a black sheep. Okay. I don't need a brown sheep whatsoever, so maybe I can. Can I dye you? Ah, don't push him into the corner. I can't get to him now. Hey, hey, just because he's different than you doesn't mean you can bully him around. There we go. Now he's yellow. So wait, and now he's also yellow. And I can't breed you though. I need more black than white ones for sure. Okay, I got my weed on me. Let me get these dogs out of here. So I go in my manager's office, and we sit down to go through the schedule. So she's asking me, about what I can work next week and this and that. And so I'm telling her about you will stay. You will finish coming out the door. You will stand up and finish coming out the door. Not you, though, sheepy. Do I have another dog still in there? I don't think so. Okay, you guys can come back to your house. I don't know how you got out of your house in the first place, but you're coming back. I lost all my dogs, apparently. So you're in. Sit. Sit. Sit! Come on, dogs. Did I make you sit down? No, I didn't make you sit down. So she. There we go. Dogs down. Need squid. So she starts going through a bunch of stuff and basically is like, okay, so what we have you for the rest of your schedule so far is you work Friday and you work Saturday. And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, okay, how about you come in on squids. She goes, okay, how about you come in on Friday and we're going to take you off orientation right now. You're doing fine. And I'm like, 3 weeks ago, I was in danger of losing my job. And all of a sudden, you're telling me I'm doing fine and you're pulling me off of orientation early. Oh, no, I probably shouldn't have done that. Ugh. I know. Get up. Phew. So they pulled me off of orientation early. So apparently I did something right and I made a much better impression of myself. The ironic thing is, my old roommate is also working up there on this floor with me. They pulled her into the office on the same day and told her, "You're not cutting it in here. We're going to send you back to your old unit." So I'm like, what is going on here? I had the worst midterm evaluation ever, and they pulled me off of orientation, and they fired my roommate on the exact same day. Like, it's the most asinine thing in the world. Like, I don't understand the thought process. I don't understand what is going on. I don't know how she was doing either. I thought she was doing better than I was because of the way my midterm eval went. So I really don't know what happened, but Either way, apparently I am surviving and succeeding in an area where a friend of mine from the emergency department, as well as from my old roommate, were not doing as well. And it's, in a way, it kind of makes me feel good that I'm succeeding, but at the same time, I don't understand what these people's thought process is. It kind of scares me about the way that you know, the management and things like that is taking into consideration how things work. So it kind of is. It's weird because, like I said, I don't like the floor anyway. I'd rather go back to the emergency department. I unfortunately need it because I need the experience. And why are you guys like waiting by the door? I have to put some water or something here to push them in. Okay, so if I make you black and you black, well, I guess I can make the babies black. 1, 2, 3, 4. I only need. I could do that. I gotta make sure I breed. Oh, I really should separate them, huh? Um, let's put. Should probably make a fence or something like that, or maybe a series of fences. I need to get out to. Er, let's go drop off more stuff again. Because I don't need to carry that iron around with me or that door anymore. I also don't need to carry a lot of this stuff around with me. There, that should be. Let's put a bucket in here. Oh man, I had an efficiency shovel and didn't even know it. Didn't even realize that it was there. Okay, that's how to make fences. 16 should be enough. And I don't remember how to make a gate, but if I recall, something like that, maybe the other way. Ah, there we go. A gate. So let me go separate these guys out of here a little bit. So this side, the yellow side, doesn't need to be nearly as big. Something like that, maybe. Let me see if I can get these guys separated right. Okay, off there. And can I don't have weed on me anymore. Quit looking at me. Oh, get over there. Get over there. That's awesome. That's awesome. If you guys will... Oh! That did not work. What? What? Okay. I guess we'll just do that and I can use the doors. Can I breed you guys yet? I can. Baby yellow sheep, baby yellow sheep, baby yellow sheep. There we go. Baby black sheep. Nice. Okay. Sheep farm has been started. I have my blacks, I have my yellows. This is a good start. I will probably not be herding any more sheep just because of the fact that that was such a painful experience to do. And I'm sure it was painful for you guys to watch. Gave me a little bit of time to catch you guys up on what's going on. So basically, long story short, I had a great weekend at a wedding with getting to go back to Michigan, just getting out of the city for a little bit. I am apparently doing okay in the ICU now, which was definitely a big concern before. So things are actually going quite well right now, and I'm glad. So back to some videos. I'll get this thing rendering so I can hopefully get it up for you guys later this evening, and I will get this expanded and see you guys next time as I continue to breed these sheep and prepare for my nether portal. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate, as always, even though I've been out of the loop for a long time, but I really appreciate you guys' support. So I will see you guys next time.